Welcome back to Empowering the Educator Within. I'm your host, Christina Shala, educator, consultant, and advocate for inclusive, practical solutions that support both teachers and learners. Today, we're continuing a conversation that's been gaining traction, and it's one that strikes at the heart of fair and meaningful assessment for students with individualized education plans, or IEPs. Now, while this discussion stems from British Columbia's 4-point provincial proficiency scale, I want to make it clear this isn't just a BC issue. The complexities of assessing students on IEPs transcend geographic boundaries. Educators in many different systems are navigating similar challenges, trying to find the best ways to honor student growth while maintaining clarity in reporting. In the previous episode, I explored the two most common approaches schools tend to use when reporting progress for students on IEPs. The first is to assess them strictly at grade level. The second is to assess them only at the level they're currently working at. But the more I reflect on these options, the more I'm convinced that neither fully captures a student's journey. Because here's the thing. When we're forced to choose between grade level expectations and the student's working level, we risk overlooking the nuance in their learning. We either paint a picture that shows they're not meeting expectations, or we leave out the fact that they're working on a modified curriculum altogether. And that got me thinking, what if we didn't have to choose? What if, instead of picking one or the other, we could embrace both? That's where the idea of a dual tracking reporting system comes in. A system that offers a more complete, more compassionate view of a learner's progress. Let's picture this in a practical way. Imagine a report card that doesn't require us to squeeze a student's achievement into a single column. Instead, it allows us to present two perspectives side by side. One that shows how the student is progressing in relation to their official grade level, and another that reflects the growth they're making at the level they're actually working at. To implement something like this, we wouldn't need to reinvent the wheel. We'd simply add another column to the existing report template. Just that small adjustment could make a world of difference, not only in how we report, but in how students and families understand that report. Take, for example, a student in grade 5 who is working at a grade 3 level in math. In a traditional reporting system, they might only see an emerging or developing mark based on grade 5 expectations, which can feel discouraging, especially when they've worked hard and made real progress. But in a dual tracking system, right next to that grade 5 mark, they'd also see their achievement level for grade 3, perhaps proficient, acknowledging the growth that they've made, and that's powerful. It not only validates the student's effort, but it also communicates progress in a way that builds confidence rather than diminishing it. And to take it a step further, we can include space for learning support staff to provide short, meaningful comments that give context to the student's progress at their working level. These insights would help paint a fuller picture for families and support teams, making report cards more than just data points. They become tools for genuine understanding. This approach doesn't just benefit students and families, it empowers educators too. With a dual tracking system, teachers can design classroom tasks and assessments that are more flexible. Students can be challenged at their official grade level when appropriate, while still receiving targeted support and evaluation at their actual learning level. It opens the door for more personalized teaching without the pressure to compromise on expectations or clarity. And this isn't just relevant at the elementary level. Think about high school students with IEPs who may be planning to apply for post-secondary programs. For them, this kind of transparent, two-tracking reporting can be incredibly helpful. Instead of vague notes about modified expectations, institutions would have a clear side-by-side record of how the student is performing in relation to both curriculum standards and personalized goals. It helps ensure fairness and more informed decision-making at a crucial point in a student's academic journey. Now, to be clear, this isn't the only possible solution to the assessment dilemma, but it's one that I believe is worth considering. It gives us a path forward that honors student progress while maintaining the integrity of reporting. I've been calling it a dual tracking system, but really it's more than that. It's a mindset shift, one that moves us away from the binary thinking of grade level or working level and toward a more nuanced, student-centered way of communicating learning. Of course, no solution is complete without community insight, so I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried something like this at your school? What's worked or not worked when it comes to reporting on students with IEPs? Are there other models you've come across that you think deserve more attention? Feel free to share your thoughts, whether you're a classroom teacher, a support teacher, or a school leader. Your voice matters, and together we can find better ways to meet the needs of all our learners. If you'd like to dive deeper into this topic, be sure to check out the full article on the education blog at shalabooks.com. And while you're there, take a look around. There are plenty of other articles and resources designed to support you on your journey. Thanks for tuning in to Empowering the Educator Within. Don't forget to subscribe and share the podcast with a colleague. Let's keep learning and growing together. Until next time.